Only one! Oh, you know he's not even worth two. Why he explode? Oh, you knew Anakin? He is just devastating! Wait a minute. Hello, Snips? What? What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Ben, and today I'll be reacting to Ahsoka Episode 4. Now, I am just so happy for the last episode. It felt calming. It allowed me to process everything that the first two episodes did, while also expanding on the idea of Ahsoka training Sabine as a Padawan, and how that works without her being Force sensitive. I really like that that episode just gave so much attention to that, because it's a big idea to get your head around after watching for so long Jedi only teach Force sensitive people. Now we've opened up the door to someone who isn't Force sensitive, gaining the abilities as well. I like how difficult it seems to be, and I'm very looking forward to just seeing what kind of payoff this will have in the end. And of course, on top of all of that, we also had the Purgles and the new planet that they're on. It's such an insane scene. We're just watching, and actually all the scenes in it were just insane. Watching the space battle with the Eye of Sion thing, that was awesome. Ahsoka just outside the ship in space, fighting off the ships, and then the Purgles themselves. I just love everything they're doing with this, and just the sense that it feels like the Clone Wars and Rebels, and since this is live action, you have the issue of budget. And it feels like they haven't sort of spared the expense here. They've just gone all out, and I'm really enjoying that in episode 3 of all things. So we've got another 5 episodes left, and if they're willing to do all of that for the 3rd episode, I can't wait to see what they're able to do for the rest of them. But yeah, going into this one, we are in episode 4, halfway point-ish, probably near the end, is probably the right halfway, episode 5, probably leaning into that, but I'm excited. I'm glad that we had the calming point, because now I can look forward to whatever this is going to do. I'm really hopeful that in this one, Ahsoka and Sabine will meet Baylan and Shin, because they are kind of the opposites. They are the same person, just working on different sides. When this lot meets, I'm hoping for a lot of development to come out of it. They're all sort of non-Jedi-ish people, while Ahsoka is kind of flittering between Jedi and not. She calls herself not a Jedi, that she left the Order, but she's working with Huyang, she's training a Padawan, who's kind of listening to Jedi protocol in a weird way. So she's really towing the line there. So I'm waiting to see what her reaction will be to these two and just actually meeting them. What will it mean for her when she realizes that they're basically the same? But yeah, as always, if you do enjoy this video, please remember to like and subscribe, as it really does help the channel to grow. If you do enjoy my content and you want to help support the channel, I do have a Patreon, the link will be in the description. I'm uploading these videos and the full reaction a week in advance. So if that's something you're interested in, feel free to check it out. But with that said, let's just dive on in.
Come in, Home One, do you read us?
See if everything's still just completely broken.
I will try to cannibalize some wiring from the secondary motivator and see if I can rewire the transmitter.
So this ship is really super damaged then. That's a shame. You're having to use parts from other things to fix the other things. I don't want it to be done. I love this ship now.
Can't send a distress signal, and our ship isn't going anywhere.
Huyang said their ground base isn't far.
Oh, I got your side sets on it. Awesome. You can get supplies from it. Yay.
The enemy has the map and the means to get where they want to go.
I should be going pretty soon then.
I fear we face a difficult choice.
Which is?
Oh no.
If we can't make the journey to find Ezra, then no one should.
You're thinking about destroying the map. So maybe they just noted down the coordinates though, right? Do they still need the map?
He'd be stranded out there. Maybe this time for good.
Better that than allowing Thrawn's return as heir to the Empire.
Yeah, that would be very bad. This whole time it's been one or the other. Did you really think you can go and get Ezra without getting Thrawn?
Can I count on you?
You know you can.
Trust. I don't. Of course, you try and save Ezra. She's been thinking about this for the last, who knows how, 5 years, so long than that. More than 5 years. She's been thinking about trying to find Ezra. She ain't gonna give it the chance.
Be careful out here.
You can sense something's off. I would just have everyone stay inside then. Oh no, they found you. Yep, everyone get back inside.
Tell them to move in.
Guards would not delay them long.
What's your plan, huh?
But you will.
I like that he has faith in his apprentice. He definitely isn't like Sith. He actually does like his apprentice there. In Sith, they maybe like each other, but you know that the apprentice is going to go for the master at some point. That is not this relationship. Theirs is healthier.
Is that a note of fear in your voice?
Experience.
You know that she's a force not to be reckoned with. Would he know Ahsoka? I feel like he would know of her. Well, no, they've already said that he doesn't know her personally. He just knows that there's very few Jedi left, and it's a shame for them to die. Title is Fallen Jedi. Is that talking about Baylan or Ahsoka? I'm scared for Huyang. I don't want Huyang to die. I get that he's basically immortal, but I still have fear for him. If you put him in a furnace and melt him down, I feel like that would kill him. So he can be killed. And does that mean the droids outside, or whoever's outside, can kill him?
Relax.
You've thrown her off. She isn't going to be with you. She's not going to let you destroy the map. She's thrown off. She realizes the pressure that they're under. She's going to go for the map. She's not going to let you destroy it.
Worried.
Nope.
I know how much Ezra means to you.
What are you going to say about attachment? Don't be annoying.
Sometimes we have to do what's right, regardless of our personal feelings.
Basically saying the whole no attachment thing.
You really believe that?
Questioning it. Good.
When the stakes are this high, I have to.
Looking at the larger situation. Good. Sabine's focused on the Ezra situation.
One more.
Fixed? He's going to get killed like now, isn't he? Would people go after the droid? Would they think he's a threat, or would they just go for Ahsoka? Oh, yes, keep fighting, good. You have 25,000 years of experience. This droid is nothing to you. Please. And you have multiple arms. Come on, Huyang.
Help! Help! Help!
Come on, you. Then you have to be able to make another noise, something louder. Stop banging on the ship. Good, signal, good.
That daft droid made it worse.
He wouldn't.
Yep, fight time. And it's Sabine with the hammer down. Awesome. But it's very cool to see Huyang hold his own. I want him. Does he tell me he has lightsabers? He could be a good Grievous with his extra arms. Line him up. Yep. And short work. But he sent Shin. Shin was the one that would actually do something. Looks like Yang is completely fine.
Well, that will.
Okay, not completely.
May I make one request of you both?
Are they going off alone without him?
Stay together. You always did better that way, in my opinion.
That's really sweet, but of course they're going without him, so they're not going to stay together.
Better get moving.
Together.
Oh, very good.
Oh, Huyang has such faith in them. I feel bad now. We know, you know it's going to end in disaster. You just know. The whole thing about trust and Ezra, it's all going to end badly. When it comes down to it, it's going to come down to it. They're going to have to make the choice of actually destroying the map or not. It's not only destroying the ship, it's about destroying the map. Hopefully they make a copy of it though, because it feels dumb not to.
I'm not just gonna sit around and do nothing, Lieutenant.
Thank you.
But you can't leave without authorization.
Watch me.
But she's not taking a fleet, she's taking her own ship to somewhere that just happens to be the same place she wanted to go. Oh, poor dude. Finally seeing the ghost again. Oh, it's beautiful.
Mom, how come I have to do what I'm told and you don't?
Well, when you're a general, you can disobey orders too. Until then, buckle up.
I like their little relationship. It's just cool seeing Hera like be sort of a mum again, because she was always a mum in Rebels. She was the mother to Ezra and Sabine. It's nice seeing that again with her own kid. Oh wait, she's taking a fleet. Oh, nice. Okay, yep, she can disobey orders like that.
Thanks for joining the party, Carson.
Wouldn't miss it, General.
Yes, you went to Carson. Thank you.
You're risking an awful lot by doing this.
But you understand. You get it. Thank you. Mandalorian. Good.
Once a rebel, always a rebel.
On your signal, Phoenix Leader.
So happy about this. Yes, thank you. He's the perfect person to go and help you. Thank you. He gets it. He knows about the Gideon stuff. He knows. He doesn't know everything though. He's the one that's like suspicious. So good. Perfect team up. Thank you. And also that Mandalorian connection. How long have these two just been standing there, just letting their capes and clothes blow in the wind? It looks very cool, but still.
Have faith.
Faith? I lost that a long time ago.
Interesting. So you no longer have faith in the Force then? What is your connection to it? No, so have you not calculated the coordinates yet? You can see the location. Like what is there any way to copy this? I feel like you can if you just know where this is going. All the cool lights, yay. I do wonder though, that obelisk, there's got other different little points where this one's pointing. Is there other locations like that? There's got other stones like that. Is there other locations this could point to?
Calculating hyperspace coordinates.
Okay, so now the clock is on. And that means that Ahsoka's gonna have to destroy it, but Sabine definitely ain't gonna let her. Okay, so meeting these two. Who's Mawok? Who are you? Inquisitor. Is that just what you are, just the Inquisitor that's here? Because Shin definitely has some sort of character that can play off these two. But Mawok, what does he have?
Going somewhere?
She is very cool. Rematch time. Yep, and you have your whole suit ready. You have training. You're refreshed. Now you can hopefully keep up with her. You fought her before. You're not really going to be considering this. Only one! Oh, you know he's not even worth two. Who will strike first? Yep, and Ahsoka can just go nuts with that. She's got complete control of that entire situation. She's so calm. Whereas you're rather frantic. What are you gonna do? You're very violent. I love these close-up shots in the fight. They look so good. Okay, so that's how it's done. It's actually a clock. Wow. Complete control. You're leaving yourself open. You're waiting for him to go for you, and then you're going to do it. There's these two. Don't seem to be the super well trained in this. What has Baylan taught Shin? Because she's just going for it. Ahsoka's got so much more structure behind hers. Wait, is he being smart? Is he trying to... Oh no. Big mistake, buddy. I'm dead. Now, come on, keep up with your master. Don't kill Shin, I like her. What the? Why he explode? Was he just a balloon?
Get the map!
Is Shin insulted by that? You really think you can handle Shin? Go on, go. Keep it busy. And you still got Baylan there. That probably made you angrier. What dark side? Feelings, emotions, what's fueling you?
This decision.
Yeah, your anger. You're angry. You have some dark side tendency to you. You are being fueled by it. So not quite Sith, not quite Jedi, but something in between.
Protect the map until I send for you.
Okay, so yep, Baylan versus Ahsoka. I'm very excited for this. Intensity, it's building. Come on, you gotta hurry. Can you save the map? What can you do? Where'd he go? Is he gonna do a sneak attack? What's he doing? Where is he? Interesting. He's just waiting, sitting there in a vulnerable position.
Anakin spoke highly of you.
Oh, you knew Anakin?
Interesting. He never mentioned you.
Could he be lying? Did he actually have a personal relationship with Anakin?
Everyone in the Order knew Anakin Skywalker.
Okay, so no, you didn't have a personal relationship, you just knew him.
Few would live to see what he became.
Getting in her head, well done.
Surely that must leave a mark. Is that why you walked away? Abandoned him?
Playing on the guilt that she has, yep.
I'm not here to discuss my past.
Awesome, all business, cloaks are off.
The reason I'm here is to secure the future.
Is that actually your personal thing or the Thorn thing?
For you.
Something far greater.
Okay, what does that mean? So you're saying that your work here is for Thrawn to secure the future, but you are looking for something greater than that.
I'm not starting a war, but Thrawn will.
You're outside of it, you're just using it for someone else.
Unfortunate evil, but speaks to a greater truth. One must destroy in order to create.
Interesting, interesting. Only using the one?
Inevitable.
Yeah, you seem disappointed about fighting her. Only one blade, why not two? Are you just judging if this guy is as good as you maybe think? Not going all out on him? You're just trying to get behind him so you can go and whack the map. He's taking the defensive position. Is he waiting for her to attack him? Is she becoming the Marok of this fight? She is. He waited. She's taking the Marok position. She's going to lose. Is he going to initiate? I feel like it's only going to be a... He did. Okay, back and forth. Nice. Ahsoka hopefully has the upper hand here if he initiated. Oh no, he has brute strength. Well, the guy isn't massive, so yeah, this tracks. He is just devastating. Ahsoka really needs to start moving and using her speed there. 4 left, it's slow, good.
How long until we receive the final coordinates?
Moments.
Yeah, no, moments, that ain't good. I like this, she used the train. She went up to try and get more force behind the push. Yep, agile, nice, speed, good, dodge everything. It's gonna click to 2, nope. Can she not use the force to whack it out of place? Is that what she's trying to do and he's just stopping her? Helmet's off, is this like more Jedi moment then? Is that what the helmet signifies? When it's on, she's in her Mandalorian side, when it's off, she's in Jedi mode. Whack in the face, great. Dude, look! Nice use of the armor! but still, you lost again. That's a little embarrassing.
You have no power.
Her eyes are insane. Oh, nicely done, tricking her! Okay, now you're both disarmed, but actually no, Sabine's really never disarmed.
Was one of death and destruction.
So you're definitely no fan of Anakin and the Sith. You're looking for something else. You saw that everything else fell. You're looking for something different to replace it all. You. Oh, it's hot. It's been on green fire for ages. Yep, no. Ow. But yeah, the map isn't destroyed, but... Okay. She left. Okay, interesting. We still don't know who would fully win in a fight then. You kind of stalemated that. Maybe, no, I think Sabine would have won there. Shin is only good with the lightsaber. Without it, is she not any good?
The final calculation is incomplete.
And you can go nowhere.
That was unwise.
And now you burnt your hand. Can you even use the other lightsaber with a burnt hand? I love the force Balin has behind his attacks. She sees Shin, she thinks Sabine's dead.
Sabine.
No. Oh, that was out of anger. Attachment there. Oh, what are you doing, Ahsoka? And you attacked his apprentice. Oh, no.
It didn't need to come to this. But you know no other way.
You see... Alive, good. See? Yay, be happy. Oh, dear. So would he actually offer her to stay alive? Can you do it? One. Nope, off the cliff. And now he knows he can deal with you. Fire at them. If you're smart, you'd have fired at the map already, but then you'd be dead. He's still walking forward. He knows you're not going to do it.
She would have done it.
Stay back!
But you're not like her, though, are you?
And he's still walking forward. I still wouldn't blast it while it's in your hand, though. I feel like you just blast a hole through your hand, too.
I know you feel that Ezra Bridger is the only family you have left.
Is he just looking into her mind and able to pull that out, really? Yeah, I've got no concern about Ahsoka. She lived through worse. She fought Vader. She's fine, even off a cliff.
Your family died on Mandalore
What?
because your master didn't trust you.
What? What? Bit info. Oh, how does Ahsoka not trusting her deal with the whole Mandalore situation? Her whole family's dead, really? Rebels was all about saving them and reuniting them.
You to be reunited with your long-lost friend.
And that's why she's chosen to be a Jedi, to be closer with Ezra, because he was the only person she had left of family. So her mum, her dad, her brother, her entire clan is dead.
Come with me, willingly. I give you my word.
It's gotten so close, yeah. And this is the obvious choice. You kind of have to. But you can deal with whatever happens afterwards.
You will be reunited with your friend.
He's brilliant with his way with words. I love him.
It's the only way.
You think Ahsoka's gone now, so yep, makes sense. Go for your family. So that's left. Ahsoka really hasn't talked about light and dark side yet. I think everyone will make the same choice in this situation. It would be awesome if you did just shoot the thing, but I doubt that's going to happen. Yep, handing it over. Ahsoka ain't gone though, you'll be fine. This is an interesting situation, but it's the best you can do at the minute. Ahsoka's gone, but you have a chance to get to Ezra. Otherwise, you'd just be alone. Oh, hey, no, don't, violent. Bad Shin, you made deal. Balin.
Shin, release her.
Thank you. Hey, listen to your master. She's very dark side. She has anger.
And unlike her former master, I shall keep mine.
So he really just reached into her mind and saw everything. So her family died. Guessing that's what happened with the Siege of Mandalore. All of that, not Siege of Mandalore. The other thing where Mandalore base got just nuked. And then for some reason, Ahsoka had a part to play in how that handled with Sabine's family. But they weren't on Mandalore, were they? They were on another place.
Send the shuttle to retrieve the good Lord Balin.
Hu Yang is still in play.
Fulcrum, come in, over.
Yes, affirmative.
Other people are still here. Excellent.
Are down. Can you send assistance? Over.
Copy, Hu Yang, we're already here.
Excellent, so the ship will be fine. Hu Yang will be fine. They're here, but they're about to see this. And it's the ghost again. I just love seeing it.
The enemy has built a massive hyperspace ring. Do not let it escape.
Yeah, I don't think you have a choice.
Missions are complete. Return at once.
Okay, now they could destroy the map, so their calculations are done. Yeah, he's going to destroy it. Yep, no. Shame, it had really pretty lights. Took took surprisingly a lot to destroy that thing. What's it made of?
No one will be following us.
Ahsoka still hasn't jumped back up yet. Where is she? Is she biding her time, waiting? She's disappointed in Sabine? Is she using this as a lesson? Was she knocked out, like, down below? I can't hate this thing. I love it. I love the look of it. I don't even care that these are the bad guys.
Pressurizing zones 3, 5, 7, and 10.
Honestly, I can't be mad at her. She's done this. She's done very well. She built a giant hyperspace ring and she's enjoying the victory. I can't even hate that. If anything, I just hate the New Republic for failing so much.
I don't think they're sticking around for a fight.
Are they just gonna go? Are they? Did they finish construction? I'm guessing it's just done. They're ready to go, aren't they? In the way. Oh, can they not go if they just stand in the way? Who would be like? How would I can never understand hyperspace travel.
Engage the hyperdrive.
So you're just going for it. I mean, you are a massive wing, so maybe. I still don't get hyperspace travel. It confuses the life out of me. I know I've had it explained to me before, but it never sticks. I love how high-techy this looks compared to everything we've seen before. It looks so new and nice. And it sounds weird and different. Makes sense because it's like an intergalactic hyperspace jump, not just regular.
It's a tremendous surge in power.
It's the hyperdrive. They're gonna jump.
Yep. You're gonna get out of the way because they're a ring. What would this do to them? Oh, 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 oh! Oh! Okay, live, but it looks different. And death. Great. This thing has a weapon. It looked different. Everyone's dying. Everyone's dying. Ghost is fine. Carson, is Carson good? Do you only have 2 left? It's like it tore a hole in reality. That's so cool. Is Chopper okay? You were too late because the New Republic was stupid.
I've got a bad feeling.
Force sensitivity or maybe hyperspace sickness or something. Maybe being caught in whatever that was. Okay, I'm going with Jedi sensitivity. Force sensitivity. Teach him, have him be a Jedi.
Lady Ren? Sabine? Are you there?
Oh,
Lady
wait.
Tano?
Now Ho Yang's all alone. And Sabine is gone. She's just gone. Okay, great. Want to jump up now? It's a bit late. Did she fall on a rock? No. What? So she did go in the ocean. Where'd she go? She survived worse. I'm sure she's fine, but... That's an interesting transition. What just... You're dry. Where are you? Wait. Wait a minute. You're in the world between worlds. Again? How? Wait, you didn't go through a door. How did... This looks so freaky and cool. What have you just stepped into? Hello, Snips? What?
Master?
What? What? Or is it just voices? This is just gonna be voices.
I didn't expect to see you so soon.
This is gonna be voices because we've heard that there's voices in here before. It's not just voices.
Anakin.
He's there. Wait. What is happening? Huh? Vader theme. Oh, great. Why? Ah! I'm kind of lost for words there. Vader theme at the end. Going from so much hope and like, yay, Anakin to Vader. And that scares me. She's in the world between worlds. How did that happen? You go through a thing, a door, unless you get pulled through. Ezra pulled Ahsoka through in the temple. So that's how she got in there before. But how did Anakin pull her in? How though? He's dead. Is that Force Ghost Anakin? Because we know he became a Force Ghost. How did Anakin become a Force Ghost? He never went through the training Yoda and Kenobi did. That's something I never really thought about. Is this Force Ghost? It looked normal. Is that just a thing? I have questions. Okay, gonna choose to go past the world between worlds bits for now. Because I'm just gonna be so lost. Rest of the episode. Amazing. Glad for... Yep, there's definitely the halfway point. Love the pacing. So the villains are gone. They're gone. They're going to be in the new galaxy now. That's happened. That's done. So yeah, the theme of this episode is, I guess, probably trust and just watching Ahsoka and Sabine and just how that played out. Of course, Sabine she's gonna go with Ezra. She's not gonna destroy the map. That was obvious. I think Ahsoka was asking too much and just expecting that from her. Literally, everything about Sabine has been about family. She's not gonna just choose to not do that. I think that's what would be holding her back as a Jedi. And then we got the bits on her past and what happened with Mandalore. Her family is dead. Now, I'd really like to know what on earth happened with that. Because we spent like all of season 3, I believe, or 4 of Rebels, just trying to get her back with her family, just watching that sort of relationship heal. Now that's done. So that's gone, they're dead. But I remember they weren't on Mandalore, they were on a different planet. Their home was on a different planet. But Mandalore got nuked, essentially, by the Empire. No, maybe they did move to Mandalore because they work with Bo-Katan, so maybe that is what happened. Well, anyway, they're all dead, but somehow, as Ahsoka played into it, I can't quite remember the line that Baylan said. If anything, seems like she was an apprentice at the time. My guess would be that Sabine wanted to go and help, but Ahsoka wouldn't let her, saying that as a Jedi, you're not meant to have family, that's it. Probably an argument for the whole attachment thing. But yeah, so her family are dead, and that means Ezra is basically the only one left. Of course, you have Hera and Zeb, but she lost Kanan as well, so yeah, she's lost a lot at this point. She's not going to lose another one. So Ahsoka expected way too much from that. Of course, Ahsoka didn't really get much development here. She got some incredible fight scenes with Marok and Baylan, but she was the one setting up Sabine for failure here. That's what happened. It was always going to end in a failure there. Then Hu Yang, we got a little bit on, and I like to see that he has self-defense. He can fight for himself. That gives me my answer, that he probably survived the Empire by being able to defend himself and survive Palpatine. But now I just feel really bad for him. His Ahsoka and Sabine are now gone and separated after he told them to stick together. Now they're not, so yay. If Sabine decided to stay, could she go into the world? I need to save those questions for after, or else I'm just going to confuse myself. Then the villains, I think, yeah, the villains are the last. Oh no, I knew about it. So villains, Shin, we got a lot more on, kind of, in just who she is. She's very aggressive, very angry, and that makes me think she must be using some kind of part of the dark side of the Force, and Baylan must allow that. So that is interesting. So they're not quite Sith, but they're not quite Jedi. Plus Jedi have used the dark side before, so she's weird. It's weird trying to analyze who these people are because we know basically nothing. They don't fit the mold to anything. That's what this is telling me. They fit none of the molds. That's what all these Jedi are like. They're not typical. They're all non-traditional or non-conformative. They're all their own little things. Each of them are individual compared to each other as well. Shin does not feel like Baylan. They all feel so individualistic and unlike any Jedi that we've seen, or any Force user. I'm going to just throw the term Jedi out the window at this point because none of them are like that. Ahsoka, Sabine, maybe, but of course, Ahsoka is no longer a Jedi. She's something else. Yeah, she's very angry, but I do like that we get to see Sabine kind of get the upper hand there, where she tricked her with the Force thing. Trying to say, did Sabine actually try and think, life and death situation, you're going to work now and then try it, and then it failed, and then she just thought on her feet and used her gauntlet? Or was that the plan the entire time? Fake her out with the Force and then use the gauntlet then? Not quite sure, but Shin's face, I gotta say, the actress is phenomenal. The look and just the eyes that she has is just striking. The casting of the show is just done so incredibly well. Yeah, then of course Baylan, and he is just incredibly interesting. I love him as a character. Not even just as a villain, just as a character. I want more on him. So he knew of Anakin. It wasn't a personal thing, just every Jedi at the temple knew of Anakin. And he spoke highly of Ahsoka. Nice to hear that. But he definitely played mind games there. But he said that he wished it didn't have to end this way. I'm guessing that means that it started before. I'm trying to analyze him, and he's quite difficult because their fight started and he was already trying to get in her head and mess with her. I'm guessing when he says that it didn't have to end this way, he was talking about just her in general. If she hadn't gone on this dark path, he wouldn't have had to kill her. He's thinking in a much grander and larger capacity compared to what is going on here. He's thinking of things in so much vision. Not just this fight and being a one-on-one, but actually so much larger than that in its entirety. He's thinking if only it didn't have to end this way, as in if only you weren't trained by Anakin, essentially. If only you were a better Jedi. If only you hadn't gone on this path that started years ago. And he displays such mastery over the Force as well, with how he was able to basically read Sabine's mind. First time he met her and he was able to just get all of that info out. It feels like he's using some kind of dark side ability where he's able to reach into people's negative emotions. Because Sabine wasn't thinking about that in the minute she was doing that. She was thinking, oh no, Ahsoka died. He managed to get out how her family was doing, which that was on her mind at that minute. I really do love the fighting styles that were on display here. So first with Marok and just how Ahsoka was letting him attack first and she just took control. Then that was repeated with her versus Baylan. First, Ahsoka got baited into fighting, or baited into attacking first. Then Baylan did it first, but of course he has the power to back it up. The dude is a mountain. So I like how they just played on that, where they use Ahsoka's agility and speed to avoid things, while Balin is just hacking things apart. It feels very reminiscent of when Vader fought Ahsoka, where Vader of course has the power, the brute strength, while Ahsoka has the agility. It's very similar to that. But of course Ahsoka wasn't going full out in this. She started off with one lightsaber. Her priority was the map. She wanted to be faster, she wasn't looking for a fight. And then of course her hand got burned, so she couldn't use the second one anyway. And she got thrown into the world between worlds. So yeah, moving on to that then. So that is here, that's in live action. That thing is there. Anakin called her Snips. That's amazing. I'm kind of just starstruck by the idea of this. They've actually brought the world between worlds in. That was a new idea from Rebels. I love this. Ahsoka's back there. I'm just glad that we're seeing it again. The place is so weird. Can that thing get her to the other galaxy? Maybe she doesn't have to travel there. Can she like walk through a door and get to Sabine? But yeah, then Anakin is there. Is that like Force Ghost? Is that like a memory of him? You know so little about this place that it could literally be anything. Palpatine wanted it. He didn't get it, but it felt like Anakin was talking to her. There's two options in my mind. Either it's a very vivid memory of it. What was he wearing? I can't remember. I just remember seeing Anakin. Either it's a very vivid memory and he's just repeating things that he's already said to her in the past and that's what the world between worlds is feeding off of. Or it's actually Anakin's Force Ghost there, which I feel like is the more probable answer because how on earth did she get in this place if not by Anakin ripping her through it? I feel like this is just Anakin managed to save her again, which I really like the idea of. Anakin saving his student again. And of course he needs to because she's fallen so far, so now she needs to go back to her master. This is the best way to deal with her past. I'm so excited to get into the next episode now. I don't even know what to think. She's in the world between worlds. Anakin's there. It's breaking me because of just how awesome it is. And I just love the look of it. Again, I said before, I love the production value of this show is insane. Just how they're basically sparing no expense. And now they've done the world between worlds. It's a giant CGI environment, sure. It's basically just the actor standing on one tiny bridge with, I guess, Anakin's actor, Hayden, just standing there as well. But still, it looks so beautiful and it looks amazing. I love the effects of the rippling, of where their feet are, the bridge thing. It's just so awesome. I love how they're doing this. I love that they don't even care that it doesn't, they're not going for a grounded feel. They're going full out, trying to replicate the feel that you got from the animation, which is such a difficult thing to try and do because it's animated. You can do whatever in animation. This is live action. And they're doing it so well. Okay, so first off, this episode has blown my mind. Even after thinking about it more, just processing it slightly, it's still just insane that they've actually brought in the world between worlds and found a way basically bring back Anakin. What I'm hoping for. I'm hoping it better not be just a memory. It better be actually him there. Yeah, so just thinking about Ahsoka and what she just did in this episode. So she's still broken. She's still just going along, putting her trust in Sabine when she's not actually thinking through what's happening with her. She's just trying to push her into this student mold and not allow her to be Sabine. Because Sabine's going to think of family. She's going to want to save Ezra. There's not a reality out there where Sabine wouldn't keep the map alive to find Ezra. That was never going to happen. Yet Ahsoka was just kind of blinding herself to that idea because she doesn't want to trust her own training when dealing with sort of non-conformative Jedi. Because look how the last one went. Anakin. Ahsoka's got so many issues tied up into what Anakin became, and I think this is just the best way to deal with that. Actually having him show up and talk to her about it. Even dead, he's not done training her. But yeah, I think I just loved her fight scenes in this because again, it's going to take a while for her to just have that development because everything about it is because she's ignoring it. So she has to keep ignoring it for a few episodes, and now it's basically slapping her in the face. Anakin has come back to tell her, stop. It's like, you can look at me and not hate what I became. You can hate what I became, but you can't hate the training. It's okay. So while she didn't go through like a huge amount of development here, I do love the fighting scenes that she got, just dealing with Marok and how that went. Just how she was waiting for him. She's baiting him into attacking first so that she could get the upper hand. Loved seeing that structure there. And then her with Balin and how that sort of flip-flopped, where first she was baited into attacking, and then he was, but of course he has the power to back up such an onslaught of attacks. I like how they kept it up with her just being agile and moving around and just being able to avoid everything. Of course, I feel like an animated she'd be jumping all over the place, but I like how they've adjusted it for live action. But now we have had Ahsoka's defeat, and that's what I'm happy with. It was coming, we knew it had to come, she's had it, and now she gets to be put in the best development spot possible to move forward for the rest of the show. It's like the map is now completely gone, Sabine is gone, the villains are gone, they're going to Thrawn, that's happening, and she's also stuck in this weird place with Anakin. This left her in such an amazing position, and I can't wait to just see what is going to happen after this now. What can she go... Obviously, she has to sort of get her development right. Her training is fine, her past is fine. Anakin's whole thing is his own. It's not on her. She does not have to worry about what she learned from him. That is what she has to get out of this hopeful conversation with him. And then she can go back to Sabine and be a better master. Amazing. Of course, she still has to get out of this place and get to where Sabine is. Hopefully there's a doorway that leads there. But yeah, I just love how basically Ahsoka's been set up through this season. First 4 episodes, she has been trying to ignore her training and her past, push it aside, when it's basically been controlling her this entire time. Now it's slapping her in the face and telling her she needs to deal with it. So then Sabine, we get quite a bit here where we learn about what happened with Mandalore. Been waiting for this tie-in, and yeah, her family is dead. I kind of, it feels odd that's been just brushed over, but I do like that basically it was used by Baylan to get into her head. That's where we learn it. So still not quite sure how she became Ahsoka's apprentice, not sure where that conversation happened, but it seems like she was an apprentice during what happened with Mandalore. She was with Ahsoka then. Her family got attacked on Mandalore. I'm guessing she wanted to go, but Ahsoka wouldn't allow it. And I'm guessing Sabine went anyway, and that's why Sabine left her. She was too attached, so Ahsoka left. That's what I'm going with from this. That makes the most sense to me, I think. And that would perfectly explain why they were on such a iffy relationship, where Sabine was going through a family crisis and Ahsoka just chose to leave. So it makes perfect sense why she would go against Ahsoka in this scenario, because Ezra really is the only family she has left. Surprised, because of course she has Hera, she has Zeb, but it seems like they're going off on their own thing. Zeb is just New Republic, and Hera has her own kid now, so Sabine probably just feels out of place with them. So Ahsoka was the best option. But I do like that this basically tells us how desperate she is for family again. She's lost absolutely everything. All she has left is Ezra. Then I also really liked her fight scene with Shin. Of course, theirs is far more frantic and just chaotic than the other two, because Baylan and Marok's were far more structured, whereas Shin was just trying to go for the kill, I guess. She was very angry, very ferocious, and just kept on going at it. I think that says a lot about who Shin is, just kind of chaotic. But also I loved how Sabine handled it, doing the fake out force push and then using the gauntlet. I think it could easily be both Sabine trying to use the force in a near-death situation, but also it could have just been her planning and just basically trying to use the force, trick her, and then use the gauntlet. I'm not sure which I'd prefer. I kind of like both of them. But I think it was just really smart and a really good way to do that. But now, of course, Sabine has been captured by the villains and is on her way to Ezra. So hopefully they can finally be reunited, and I can't wait to see that. Then the villains, we got so much on them in this episode. I love them so much. I don't think I'm ever going to stop saying how much I love them. But we got quite a bit on them through their fight scene. So Marok, he is just a bag of gas and died. So not a lot going on with him. What was the gas look kind of green? Is it? We've got nothing on him. He was an Inquisitor. Like, what is he? If anything, I might be complete. Green gas, Morgan, mist, magic, maybe. I feel like the same thing happened when Savage died. So when Palpatine killed him, green gas left him. It could be that Morgan enchanted this dude. Maybe he wasn't just a bag of air. Not quite sure. Kind of feels weird. He was one and done and just over. So yeah, he was just a muscle person. Shin, like a lot. We got a lot on her. Loved her lines. The actress is just phenomenal. Just how she feels scary. Like the look and just the intensities that she gives off. Brilliant. She does feel like this. She does feel like a student, but also very capable and just powerful. It feels like Baylan is trying to sort of shape this volatile person into his own apprentice, and I like that we basically get that dynamic from this. Then Baylan himself, he is so interesting and quite fun to try and analyze. He was a Jedi, but he's looking at things in such a grand scale, and I'm trying to adjust how I think of things to try and match that. He's seen the Jedi Order fall, he's seen the Empire fall, he's seen both that good and bad have fallen, so he's on his outside thing. He doesn't mind Jedi, but he thinks, he thought it a shame to kill Ahsoka, because there's so few Jedi left, so he clearly has some kind of positive thing about that. But his whole thing is about destroying to create. He wants a war to happen, but he's not on Thrawn's side. He wants a war to happen to destroy everything, to wipe the slate clean, essentially, and then do whatever after that. I'm guessing he's leaving Thrawn to do his own, yeah, there's my theory. Thrawn is going to do his own thing with the Republic and that an Empire sort of situation, whereas Baylan wants to fill the void of the Jedi stuff, so he might go against Luke in that sense. Luke is currently the head of the Jedi center of the galaxy. Baylan wants a war to come to wipe the slate clean completely and replace what the Jedi Order was, which is what Luke is now, and replace it with something different. Not Jedi, not Sith, but something different to fill whatever he is, which I think is very interesting, and I love how they're depicting it. He has just this grand plan in place. He has some honor about him, and he does feel like outside of the two, but also slightly tipping towards dark-ish. Then the New Republic are less than useless. So of course we get to see Hera and just her again. Love they brought Carson into this and just having these two team up. Perfect for that. But of course it's all too late. This is what Mandalorian was building to. Thrawn's return, and it's so annoying that Carson was late to it. He's the one that's been following it for so long, and now this has happened. So at least they can go to the Republic and give them a giant "we told you so." But it's just so annoying that they will only react after it's too late. Thrawn is going to come back now. unless Sabine can somehow single-handedly take it all out. Yeah, I did love just seeing the shot of the hyperspace travel thing and just how that works. It's confusing to me. Hyperspace travel always is. I get that it's basically lanes and cars. It's specific places that you are allowed to go, which is open space that you can travel through in the hyperspace place. Purgles get in there, they cause trouble, they run into ships. But other than that, that's basically what happens. It's like a motorway. It's a designated space to do this speeding through thing. Morgan has essentially found a different one that she's gone through, but I just love how this works, where I don't get how collisions would work. Hondo referenced it in Rebels, where basically they were going to go on the mouth of a hyperspace lane and basically just avoid being detected by something, because they would have crashed in that instance. If they got in the way, they would have been smushed. Here, since it's a ring, it allows for weirdness to happen where there's like weird lightning and it's just cool. Yeah, New Republic, they're useless, and yeah. Then the world between worlds is just so beautiful to see in live action. I'm trying to remember everything from the Moai. We haven't seen the weird owl yet. Everything is so weird. Everything is weird. What is this? Is this even? I'm trying to remember everything from the world between worlds. It had connection to Mortis. Moai was there. That's like the reincarnation of the sister or the daughter, whatever she was called, the light one. Everything is connected to things, and now it's here. It could just be I could be thinking too much into it. I'm guessing Anakin Force Ghost somehow got in there, probably can because he's a ghost, and ripped Ahsoka from the moment she was going to die. Because Anakin doesn't care. He would just do it anyway. It's Anakin. He wouldn't care about Ezra trying to save the whole, like with Ezra and Kanan's dilemma, where Ahsoka wouldn't allow, because that was a paradox. So obviously there wasn't a paradox created for saving Ahsoka. She's been saved twice. She would have died twice if like some weird supernatural force did not rip her from those moments. That's quite fun. But it's nice thinking that Ahsoka kind of had this guardian angel watching over her then. It's also fun to think that Palpatine struggled so much with immortality and getting to World Between Worlds, and Anakin has basically achieved both. But yeah, it's here, it's weird, and I'm trying to think of everything around it. There were weird voices in it. It's both past, present, and future. It has all of them rolling around in one. And when someone's here, they walk on the bridges and they get to doorways. Those doorways lead to different moments. Not exactly places, but moments. And it seems very specific. Ezra found Ahsoka's and then he found Kanan's. But also you had Palpatine that was able to reach into it because someone was in there already. At least he's gone now, so that shouldn't be an issue. But yeah, the place is weird. It needed to be opened with the Loth wolves. The wolves could use it. The Loth, that was it. The Thal, that was something important. Maybe we'll see a Loth wolf. I don't even know. This place is weird. It confuses me and breaks my brain, and I can't wait for it to be broken again because now Anakin is in it. But yeah, focusing completely on Anakin, he's here. And there are two options. One would really depress me. Either it's just, because the world is weird, either it's just a very realistic memory of Anakin and it's just going to play out things that Ahsoka remembers to try, and the world between worlds itself and the Force, the will of the Force, is going to help mess with her mind and show her what she's doing is wrong, and it could remind her of her training and whatever, to help her train Sabine. Or he's actually there, which I'm hopeful for. Because otherwise, how on earth did she get in there? She can't just fall through. Someone has to actually pull you in. So I feel like Anakin is definitely there. I love that he said, "Hey, Snips." That's awesome. But I hope he better be there. He better actually be there. I don't want her to like approach him and like sort of touch to see if he's real and just have her hand pass through. I feel like that could be a really cruel trick. He better be there. But of course, he's still dead. But he's there. I don't know what to think. But I just love that he's there. He's the perfect way for Ahsoka to develop. We're seeing Anakin again. We're seeing Anakin after the original trilogy. This is so weird and so cool. And now he gets to help his apprentice again. Because he did show up to Luke. He showed up to Luke at the very end of the original trilogy. So that was something. So now he can show up to his other sort of family. I'm so happy. I'm just so happy. I can't wait to see what will come of this. Because this is the perfect way to move Ahsoka forward. She's tormented by her past, trying to think of her training. The person who trained her turned to the dark side, so everything that she trained is obviously poisoned because of that. And now Anakin can tell her that no, that's not what happened. That's not the case. He was manipulated. Yes, he wasn't the best light person to begin with. He had his own issues, which Ahsoka does not have. It is not on her. Now she can actually just talk to him. This is amazing. This is more amazing than I thought. Ahsoka never got the chance to really talk to him, did she? She left at the Jedi Temple. Then in season 6, she reunited with him briefly to get the lightsabers, but never really got a chance to say goodbye because he got called away. And then everything exploded and happened. This is the first time she's seeing him since getting the lightsabers that she lost and left on the snowy planet. I am so happy. I'm gonna need more time to process this. As for what's next, I think it's pretty clear. It's gonna be a Ahsoka episode. It's gonna be Ahsoka in the world between worlds. I cannot wait to see what is gonna be happening here. I'm fully in the belief that this is actual Anakin. If they pass through and he's just a ghost or something, I will be heartbroken. I actually believe he's here, and it better not be a memory. It better not be something stupid. He better be actually here. But I'm just so happy. I can't wait to just see her with her master again. I want to just feel that, I don't know. I'm just happy for Ahsoka. I can't wait just to see her interact with her old master. I can't wait to see how they capture it. Because of course, these are completely different actors than Clone Wars. So it's going to be very cool to see how they do capture the same feeling. Hopefully they do. But it's going to be very interesting just to see what happens. And I'll be looking for the development mainly. If they catch the same feeling, that'll be brilliant. But looking for the development. This is what Ahsoka needs. It's the best way to do it. And I am beyond excited to just get into the next episode and see what actually happens here. Overall though, this episode was really nice. Definitely needed that cool down episode in episode 3. This went nuts. The fight scenes were brilliant. The stuff they did with the villains, brilliant. And the character work they're doing between Ahsoka and Sabine, again, brilliant. They're using every single second of screen time to do something and advance everything in this. Everything has purpose, no time is wasted. Then on top of all of that, they're able to do some crazy stuff like at the World Between Worlds. I love that they're not trying to keep this grounded and keep this sort of normal tone. This is basically the animated show just brought to life, and it's done flawlessly. Again, this is episode 4 out of like 8. I can't wait to see what the other episodes are going to have in store. It feels like they've just been treating me so much with just 4 episodes and they've got another 4 left. What are they going to do for those? I'm so excited. I just can't wait. This show so far been absolutely great. The only thing that's bad that sticks out to me is the lightsaber thing. That's the only thing I didn't enjoy, where Sabine got stabbed. Other than that, everything about this has been brilliant. The way they've captured the characters, the casting, the fight scenes, and just the story in general. It feels like the combination of Rebels, and now maybe even Clone Wars, if it's going all the way back to Anakin and Ahsoka. I have so much high hopes now. This show is building incredibly well. I'm so excited to see where this does eventually end up. But yeah, with that said, that does bring me to the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought about this episode in the comments, and with that, I will see you in the next one for episode 5. See ya!